Hello, and welcome back once again to Viper 9 toy videos. Real quick, I'd like to ask you if you're enjoying the content, go ahead and leave a like on these videos, and go ahead and hit that subscribe button so we can go ahead and, get some more stuff going. Right now, today, I have the Batman, the Penguin figure. This one is normally not in the queue of figures that I pick up. I'm not usually a DC guy, but I've really been enjoying the looks of some of these new Batman figures in 1/18 scale, so I'll probably be adding some of them to my collection. This one, I'm going to honestly say one of the reasons I picked him up is because he's a larger buck. You don't see very many fat guy figures out there. And this one here is manufactured by Spin Master. Just like I said, overall, primarily, he will probably be the Penguin at some point in time in my diorama if I get a Batman figure. But primarily it's just because he is a larger guy figure. So on the back there, it does have the picture of the Penguin figure. Does have whatever this little thing is. Looks like it's a mystery card. So we'll figure out what that is as soon as we get it open. I have no intentions of, I think, keeping this bubble clean. Maybe if I could figure out how to open him. Wow. Let's just get into it. Let's just go. So right here is the Batman card. It looks like a very horrific map. You slide that in. Oh, it is. It looks like maybe a map of Gotham. Maybe. Nice little map of Gotham Island. Kind of random and weird. All it says on it is the Batman. Let's see if we can get this tape off. Go ahead and stick that to my table. That'll be there for a while. I can guarantee that. It says evidence up here. A couple trilingual. Interesting little, reminds me of the older Transformers cards that they used to do. Go ahead and get that bubble out of there. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Penguin's accessories real quick. Of course, you can't be a penguin without an umbrella. This one here, I can say I'm a little disappointed in this accessory just because it's a sword. It go ahead and pulls right out there, and there is an umbrella sword in that. So that is pretty clever. I did not see that coming. However, the cane or the umbrella itself just looks way cartoony for being a little bit more live action style movie. I have noticed with a lot of these Batman figures right now, they're coming with these giant red taser guns opposed to actual firearms. And I think that's a directive by DC itself that none of their figures are actually supposed to have guns. So if you notice in a lot of the McFarlane figures right now too, none of them will actually have guns. Even if, like, it's the main thing of the character. Let's go ahead and get this out here real quick. This one does have, it's a nice little briefcase, solid, but it does have just the bend plastic here, so I'm a little disappointed in that. Eventually that means it might break. Open that up, and boom, fat stack of cash. Some nice little Benjamins right there. It is one solid piece on that, but not like you need a bunch of individual bills or anything. But there is, that's a really nice accessory. I like that. That'll look good, once again, in a diorama. Just kind of sitting back there on a table. Just a nice giant stack of $100 bills. But you know what? Let's just go ahead and get into this Penguin figure here real quick. This is only the second Penguin figure I've ever owned. The first one being from the Michael Keaton Batman line, based off of the superhero, I can't even remember what it was, clear back then. So he does have just a standard ball-jointed neck. No mid-torso twist or anything like that. Just one solid piece. He does have some pretty decent shoulder articulation, not really hindered by the suit coat or anything. The elbow articulation is lacking just for sculpt designs. He doesn't have a very good range of motion there. And no like swivel in the wrist or anything like that. So the forearm is one solid piece. on both arms. And still just that really kind of limited articulation there. And then he does have some pretty decent ball jointed hips, a thigh swivel, which does look a little abnormal with the way that they've sculpted his pants. So if you go to use the thigh swivel at all, it's going to really bulge out there. Single jointed knees, which once again, just like the elbows, are super hindered just with the way that they've sculpted the figure itself. So you're not going to be able to, take a knee position or anything like that with this penguin. And absolutely no ankle articulation. So overall, I would say this is a fairly decent figure for what I'm planning on having him do, just be a diorama style figure. He does have some size to him. Real quick, I'm just going to grab this Zombie Lab figure here that's in the background. So he does have, as you can tell there, a little bit of height compared to the Zombie Lab figure. So he is based off the 4-inch scale. And he is fairly big. So he's going to look really good lined up with some of the different 1/18 scale lines that I collect from the Marauder, the boss fight, and everything like that. So I think overall this penguin figure is lacking in some articulation. He's not going to be able to do very much. But what exactly do you expect for a penguin figure for him to do? Hopefully they have some goons or something like that. But let's take a look at this, how well this accessory fits into his hand. Oh, so his sculpting is a little tight, so that was a little rough to get in there. Oh, yep, so he is made of a little bit harder plastic, so it is a little bit difficult to get the accessories in his hands. Overall, like I said, I think this would be a pretty solid figure. Just a little bit more articulation, but I'm still happy I got him. And as always, guys, As always, guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for joining me today, and have a good day.